barefaced. Yeah. I mean, it's what you get. Guys, I'm actually gonna do something I haven't done since I started this channel. I'm used to doing the makeup on camera and then just leaving it as is and posting whatever the hell I'm using over here, or there, wherever I decide to put it at the end. But today I'm actually going to do a get ready with me. I don't know what we're getting ready for. We'll just get ready to do another video. So yeah, let's go. So as it is Valentine's Day tomorrow, not really a big fan of it, but I thought, you know what, let's do a cute Valentine's Day look. But I'm not gonna go too heavy. I don't know what not too heavy means, but we're gonna do this. Guys, it's gonna be a really awkward get ready with me because I've never actually done this before. Just realized I'm doing my makeup on camera while speaking to the camera. And also, while I'm doing this, I am also going to be recommending, or basically listing, a bunch of Valentine's Day movies for all those couples who are going to stay at home and have their Valentine's Day at home, a sweet, cute thing. All those people who do not have a Valentine's, I could be a Valentine. Yeah. So let's just start with my makeup. What are we doing first? Right. Let's go. So first of all, I am going to start with priming my face using the ordinary high adherence silicone primer. I used to love this, don't know why I stopped, but we're gonna use it today. Yeah. Okay, so the first movie I've got on my list actually is Love Actually. I don't know, I wasn't really a fan of it, to be fair. It's just more okay, so the main reason I wasn't really a fan of it was because it's just so much going on in the movie, and I'm just like, you can't really stick with one story. Everybody's falling in love. At some point I got a bit confused of who was in love with who. It's a bit worrying. There are also kids falling in love with this movie, so yeah, it's very odd. Very, very odd. What am I doing? Yeah. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows. I prime my face and then it's eyebrows turn. And I've got my eyeliner eyebrow pencil. Just gonna check all that stuff up. Yeah, with Love Actually, it was just a little bit confusing to me. I mean, it might be appealing to a lot of people who like to see a different story within a story, but I need to be able to concentrate on one thing in a story. I apologize, but yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna go in with my eyebrow pomade for my eyebrows. Eyebrows. Spritz that with some spray. Okay, we're just going to talk about movie number 2 because Love Actually was very confusing to me. So, I mean, it was a while ago since I watched the actual movie. So, like, I don't want to say too much about it because I don't really remember so much about it. Yeah, so that's all I have to say. It's a little bit confusing. I mean, it's done around Christmas time as well, which just, I don't know, defeats the whole point of it being a, well, not defeats it, but it's more like a rom-com for Christmas than a rom-com for Valentine's, if you understand what I mean. But, yeah, I can't even remember the people who starred in it. It's really bad, isn't it? I don't know. I actually literally do not know these people. Well, I probably do. What is his name? Hugh Grant? Is his name Hugh Grant? The guy from 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Is that his name? Bridget Jones to Hugh Grant. Well, the only Hugh I know is Hugh Jackman. It's the love of my life, but yeah. Okay, so movie number 2 on the list is, it had to come at some point in this video, and it is Titanic. Now, anyone who's part of my generation, or anyone in general, who understands the frustration of that movie, well, the only one frustration in that movie is, it's Titanic. The Titanic, a devastating, what's it called? True story. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing now. Guys, like I said, I'm really bad at this. Well, I haven't started. I've never done this before, so it's a bit confusing. So yeah, bear with me. So it's a bit of a, Titanic is one of those, like, it's the OG of love stories. It's like Princess and the Pauper, if the Pauper was a guy who the princess was falling for. Jack is practically a nobody, and Rose is a somebody. Yeah. Jack is played by heartthrob Leonardo DiCaprio, the beautiful sir himself, and Rose is played by Keira Knightley, I believe. She looks so tiny there. Yeah, I remember it. To conceal underneath my eyebrows, I'm using my Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation, because I'm odd and I don't know how to use concealer to conceal my under eye makeup, but yeah. So Jack and Rose, from 2 different families, 2 different social statuses, fall in love, and Rose already has some dude who basically wants her hand in marriage, that kind of thing, and then she sidetracks to Jack, and dude wants to kill her because apparently he can't find any other woman in his life, probably because of his such aggressive state. Girls, do not think a guy being aggressive to get you is cute, because that's one of his personality traits, aggression, and it's not very nice. If you've actually been in a relationship with an aggressive person, you will know that it's simply not cute. For a guy to fight for you is something than a guy to be aggressive towards another guy and basically tell you can't hang out with him, or you can't do this with him. Like, basically be so physical to you that just because you may or may not fall for someone else. Like, I'm the kind of person, like, if you're not for me, you're not for me, okay? Simple as that. Like, if I tell a guy, oh, I do like you, I fancy you, and he goes, oh, well, I don't actually like you, I'll just be like, okay, that's nice, but I've told you how I felt. My feelings will subside for you but within 24 hours. But this guy was not having it. Like, Rose doesn't like him, she's falling in for Jack, who again is a nobody, and dude is like, oh, I'm a somebody, you can't just have a nobody, and I can get you because I got money. Okay, well, that's nice. I mean, if Rose can get her own money, she didn't need him. Didn't need him. But this was ages ago. Like, this was set a very long time ago, so don't know how it worked then. But yeah. So Jack and Rose are in love. Dude doesn't want them to be together. And their characters are just weird. And the most frustrating part of the whole movie is just Rose not allowing Jack on the plank, basically, and Jack dies. So basically she killed him. And nobody wants to talk about that because she's female, and Jack was doing the heroic thing by letting her on the little plank thing to keep her alive, but then Jack freezes to death because Rose didn't allow fair enough, like when they found her, she was frozen, she was iced up and everything, she was really cold. But if she had allowed Jack on the plank, they would be together and both frozen, but yet alive. So yeah, I'm gonna be better about it. No, but we're just gonna leave it. It's a cute romance story of how you fall in love with the unexpected. It just goes to show that people sometimes fall in love with what they don't know. Likely chances of people falling in love is when you're very different from your partner. You see something in them that you've never seen before. And I'm not talking about the aggression, so nobody quote me on that. You see something that you've never seen before. You kind of fall in love with the differences. Yeah. To start my eye makeup, I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. I'm just going to use this to kind of tap under my eye section. This is how I do my eye makeup. I'm someone app makers. I'm still learning how to do my eye makeup. I'm still really learning. And I'm doing that thing again when I'm not looking at my camera and I'm looking at my phone, which is really weird. But again, guys, I really apologize. Yeah. Okay, so that's my Titanic kind of overall thing. Oh, and everyone knows about the Titanic. I mean, I'm only talking about the lovey-dovey side because the actual movie itself is one to watch. I mean, it's a serious, it's a borderline lovey-dovey but serious movie. It talks about neglect and some of the things that they do in that movie. You pretty much have to watch with a brain sometimes. I think any movie you have to watch with a brain because sometimes the directors kind of get carried away, but you have to see where they're coming from, but you have to also think about the reality. Like when you're older, you're just like, well, that won't really happen. But again, it's a movie. It's not supposed to be completely logical, if you want to put it that way. Tanuki, stop looking at the camera. Tanuki, start looking at the camera, if anything. But yeah, now that we look like this, Jesus help me, I'm gonna go into my eyeshadow. Guys, I've been doing a lot of heavy looks lately, so I thought, I know it's Valentine's and it's worth it doing the heavy looks, but I think I'm gonna go in for a soft look. And by soft, I mean I'm gonna take my Reloaded palettes by Revolution. They look destroyed because they are the two main ones I've had since I ever started doing makeup, or wearing makeup properly. I've got the Reloaded Iconic Vitality and the Reloaded Neutrals 2. Yeah. So I'm going to use those two in my video today. Okay, we'll talk about movie number 3. Okay, so I'm not going to put like... So this list isn't going to contain just old movies or just new movies, like recent ones. I'm going to try and let them be in the last 2 decades. I guess. The Titanic is definitely not in 2 decades, way more than that. But I'm gonna try and have more recent ones and old ones, and let's just see how it works. Okay, so in my Reloaded palette, I'm just gonna get don't even know what I'm doing. What am I doing? Yeah. Okay, we'll do this. I'm gonna get this. Guys, don't know what I'm doing now. Oh well. Oh, and it broke. So I'm gonna go in with the black here. I don't know why I'm holding it like this. It feels really awkward. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the black in here. Let's go. So the next movie I've got on my list is called Foreign Exchange. I don't know anyone else who's actually watched this movie, to be fair. It's basically about a foreign exchange student who falls in love with a servant girl from the family whose home he's been what's it called? Been put in, if you like to say it that way. And this was set way back in the day, so with the whole segregation and just racism kind of thing. Oh, I just remembered a movie that I should have put on my list. I'll sneak it in somewhere. But yeah, so this French foreign exchange student who is a English like major, um, yeah, falls in love with a little maid kind of lady, a cute lady, who is also in love with books. Obviously, she's around books most of the time, so obviously she develops a love for books and poetry as well. I absolutely loved the movie. It's a bit of a, it's not PG. Let's just put it that way. It's not PG, but it's a good movie. It's a good movie. Again, this falls into the whole of falling in love with with the things that you find different in someone, falling in love with their differences. You don't always have to be the same as someone or like the same things. It's good to have similarities in a relationship, or when you find someone attractive, there's always something about them that you pick out that you like. And most of the time, if you've seen it before, you're not really attracted to it, are you? I'm looking now. Yeah, if you've seen it before, you're not really attracted to it. So yeah, well, not you're not really attracted to it, if you understand what I mean. But like, you've seen it before, so it's not fascinating. But so he falls in love with her, and then their love is basically just a journey of sending love notes to each other, and then confessing their love for each other, and basically sleeping with each other in a barn, that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, there's more to the story, but I can't explain it because I want you guys to watch it for Valentine's, however many movies you decide to watch for Valentine's Day. But yeah, I've used the black color. I like it. Nice. So yeah, it's a good movie. It's another one to watch. It's called Foreign Exchange. Yeah, a French exchange student with an American student, or American lady who happens to be mixed race. It's a good movie to watch. Watch it. Recommended. So the next movie I've got is The Bronx. Absolutely love it. It's another interracial couple kind of movie. Again, falling in love with what you don't know. The Bronx, the actually main plot of this entire movie. Oh, by the way, the next color I'm putting on is this kind of light, not light, kind of deep, kind of pink color here. It's a matte color. We're not using any shimmers today. It's very weird, but yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Yeah. The movie The Bronx is basically Italian gangster kind of thing. With, kind of the Italian gangs and the big OG of the gang, as this guy who's basically watched and grown up with the Italian gangsters living in his neighborhood, and he's kind of seen the way they behave and seen all the the respect they get from everyone in the neighborhood, and he idolizes him, but his father obviously does not want him to, and he lives above a shop, or near a shop, not above it, in the Bronx. Yeah, so this little boy witnesses one of the gangster dudes killing some dude who I think either owed him money or literally just made him angry. Yeah. Yeah. And he idolizes him with a respect that nobody would basically bait him out, or nobody would do anything, because if they did, their life would be in danger. And this little boy sees everything. This is all set like at the beginning when he's like really young. So yeah. And then going throughout the movie, he's just idolizing this guy, and then he comes across this black girl who's basically in an all-black school, of course, again with segregation happening. And the first time we even see anyone in the black, or any black people in the movie, is on the bus, where they're throwing stones at the school bus saying "Go back to where you came from," kind of thing. It's not so much a racist movie. It's just, again, differences. And he falls in love with a black girl whose brother we saw on the bus. I think her brother got shot in the movie. Not completely sure. I've actually forgotten that. I think that's one of the movies I'm gonna watch tomorrow. But yeah. So yeah, and he decides to he falls in love with her because she's so different, and he loves her because of her look or whatever. Because I don't really see any way that they were actually getting to know each other. But yeah, so it's a cute romantic movie with violence in it. So your boyfriend might like that. He doesn't want it to all be chick flick. So guys, I put my lashes on. I can't see, but it's all for the looks, and all for love. Yeah. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start on my base. I have already primed my face at the start, so we'll just jump in with my foundation. And then next movie we're going to talk about is The Holiday. The Holiday is basically Cameron Diaz finding love, Jude Law finding the love that he needed instead of sleeping with a number of people. It has Jack Black in it and some other chick, but those are the only two I was focused on because I'm very bad at focusing on more than one love story in a movie about love. Yeah, so The Holiday is basically about two people doing a home exchange to kind of get out of their everyday lives. And for my base, first I'm using my Revolution Conceal and Define, my favorite foundation. Always will be, unless I find something better, but I haven't. So yeah, we're gonna go for you. So The Holiday is basically people looking to kind of get out of their everyday busy or not so busy lives, and then kind of swap lives, if you want to call it. Swap homes, swap lives to somewhere they've never been before. Cameron Diaz switches home and then to a little small town, while the other lady goes to a more like Beverly Hills kind of looking place. And Cameron's best friend was Jack Black. Funny guy. Yeah. The other leading lady, fell in love with him. Yeah. No, not but yeah. She found him cute. Blah blah blah. And Cameron falls in. No, what the hell? Yeah. Cameron falls in love with Jude Law, who is the other lady's little brother, who's basically a playboy or a manho, if you want to call it. For all the manhos out there, this is your kind of love story. You're gonna find the one, yeah. So yeah, so it's just about falling in love in a different environment. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. Finding something in yourself that you didn't know you had because the dude showed you. Meh. But yeah, that is The Holiday. Literally a holiday and you fall in love on your holiday. Imagine falling in love on your holiday and not being able to see that person again. It's a bit sad. There's a piece of hair in my eye. I just almost put my eyelashes off doing that. I think I did a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, it's just a bit horrible to fall in love. I think I fell in love on my holiday once when I was like 9. we went on a caravan holiday thing, and I was like a really tomboy kind of girl, and I forgot where we were on the caravan a caravan. Was it Skegness we went on a caravan holiday? I'm not sure. But yeah, I fell in love with this. But when I say fall in love, I had like a crush on this guy whose caravan was like, whose holiday caravan was like quite a little bit away from ours, and we used to play outside, and he'll come and he'll play with me and stuff. And then, because I was a tomboy, I would like be like running everywhere, and like be playing chase or something, or it, or whatever it was. Don't know what kids call it these days. Yeah, and he took me too far away from my caravan, and I kept looking back, and I was like, I don't know where we're going. And he goes, don't worry, I'll show you. I think his name was, I don't remember, but he was cute. For my age, he was cute. For me to say he was cute is something, because I was in love with Hugh Jackman. That was the first year of my life that I decided Hugh Jackman was going to be the set love of my life. Yeah. Okay, for my concealer, I'm going to be using the Revolution Fast Base Concealer in C12. I haven't been saying the, it's got the little cute puffy thing. Yeah. Well, I haven't been saying the colors of the makeup I've used, so I don't know why I'm starting now. But I will put them in the little section over here. Here. I need to start looking at the camera at some point in life. But yeah. Yeah, that was my first massive crush, I guess. Oh my god. Jesus, okay. Well, we're gonna have to make this work. But yeah, we didn't see him after that. I think I did get to say goodbye to him. I went to play with him one last time, and I was like, oh yeah, we're leaving tomorrow. And he was like, oh. Yeah, I think he gave me a kiss on the cheek, which was nice. And then he said goodbye. And he went back to his caravan. And I was so heartbroken, indeed. I was like, goodbye, my love. One day again we shall meet. I think he was like, so I was 9, he was like 11, he was 2 years older than me. Yeah, that was nice. It was nice. Great. So what movie were we talking about? Yeah, we're talking about The Holiday. Not really much again to say about that movie. It was just a movie of two different worlds falling in love. Yeah, and then what's his face? Jude Law, beautiful man, very beautiful man. Came out of his Playboy ways. So the highlight of the story. Please pray for me. I don't know how this concealer is gonna blend, but we're gonna try and make it work. Okay, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. We'll wet that sponge. Yeah. So the next movie we've got is a Cinderella story. Guys, I am aware that there's like 3 versions of this movie, but I only have one favorite. Okay, 3 versions. There is a Cinderella story. Is it Another Cinderella Story? Which has those two were, what's her name? Selena Gomez in them. But my favorite has got to be the Cinderella Story, the one with Hilary Duff in it. She is a beautiful woman. She is one of the Disney girls that I fully appreciate have been going through their journey and not kind of hit rock bottom in order to get back to the top. But yeah, a Cinderella Story is one of my favorite lovey-dovey movies. Just because it's a high school music. It's not a high school musical movie. It's a high school movie about a girl who's seen as nobody. Like, her best friend was her father, and then something happened where her father dies, unfortunately, and then she's stuck with her horrible stepmother. Basically, just the whole Cinderella story kind of shenanigan thing. Her stepmother doesn't treat her. Her stepbrother is phony. She's just trying to get through through high school so she can go to college. Stepmother's making her work at her dad's restaurant, but she's basically messed it up, stealing money, that sort of stuff. Guys, I look ridiculous. But yeah, but Hillary plays that role so well, and it's just kind of funny because when she's wearing the mask at the school ball, and nobody notices it's her, even though she has the fringe, and all she's done is curl her hair. But you know what? We're just gonna let it slide because it was a pretty good teen romance movie, teen rom-com. Oh my god, Jesus help me. Lord help me. But yeah, yeah. So it's basically a high school love story. Yeah, it's just on those left of High School Musical, Camp Rock kind of things. But I actually like that. I like that. Just the mean girl has the cute boyfriend. She's just the cute quarterback. I don't know what it's called in American football, but has the cute boyfriend, and then boyfriend's not happy with mean girlfriend, so he breaks up with her before prom. Which I found he was very responsible there. He was very responsible, and I have dragged that and look ridiculous. We're gonna have to fix that. Yeah, so he dumps said girlfriend because he's been messaging Cinderella for a while, and then ugly stepsisters find Cinderella's emails from Sir Loverboy, and him telling her stuff that, oh, I can't wait to meet you and stuff. Oh, they do meet each other on the ball, and that is the part where obviously she just has the fringe and mask and she's curled her hair and nobody can tell it's her, that kind of thing. I think her best friend played a better role when he dressed up as Zorro, because I wouldn't have guessed it was him. I wouldn't. But yeah, and instead of a slipper, she drops her flip phone. Yes, she drops her flip phone. Everybody in that movie has a flip phone, and for a flip phone, she was texting very quickly. I want to know what flip phone they were using, because when I had a flip phone, it was like press 1 3 times to get the C out, and these people like texting, and I'm just like, okay, that's not reality, but we're gonna let it slide. We'll let that slide. But yeah, Cinderella story is another high school love story. If you love anything like High School Musical, again, Camp Rock, it's kind of in the line of those, or like any like Disney love movies, basically, like what do you call it? Ice Princess is a good one as well. Yeah, those kind of things, they're pretty good. Or Cowbells. Cowbells is another good one. Like Ali and AJ is another like cute high school romance kind of thing. But yeah, we look destroyed. I'm going to set my face with I'm gonna set the concealer with my my Perfect Color mineral powder. It's from Primark, £2, and I think it's actually one of my favorite powders. I have like 7 powders, but I don't know. Guys, sometimes I think I've got too much makeup, because I don't even wear makeup most of the time because of work, because I can't be asked to wake up and put makeup on. But yeah, I'm just gonna put that underneath my eyes. Yeah, I guess set that concealer. Okay, next movie we've got on the list is Princess Diaries. All 3 of them. I think she fell in love like twice. Or 3 times. I'm not sure, but she falls in love quite a time. Anyone who doesn't know Princess Diaries, it is Anne Hathaway, a beautiful actress. Absolutely love her. She's amazing. Les Mis. What else did she do? She did another kind of Cinderella story, actually. What do you call it? What was it? There's a Cinderella movie that she played in. Step something. But it's about, again, the whole Cinderella concept kind of thing. I'm sorry. The next story we've got is Mamma Mia. All 3 of them. is literally about falling in love. All three of them are literally about falling in love. Falling in love. The first one was Mamma Mia, I'm getting married, kind of thing. Second one was what the second one was? The second one was all about like I'm not even sure. Horrible. But you got three of them. One is about the marriage of her daughter. The second one is, well, I don't know exactly in what order, but the second one is about her trying to find her dads and stuff. No, the first one's about her trying to find who her dads are. Second one was just about, what's the second one about? Well, the second one, I think, no, the third one, was the second one or the third one? The third one, I think, was about her without the mum and how life is without the mum and all the dads. And then the third one is basically the mum when she was younger, trying to find who the real dad is. Like talking about all her relationships with all three different men. It was like a back in time story kind of thing. When we found out that Cher is a grandma, Cher is legendary. She just looked amazing. Like for her age, I'm sorry. She is the rich man she needed. Yeah, mama, she is a rich man. So yeah, I'm just gonna dust the powder off with my MAC NW55 Studio Fix. Yeah, because some of us like to treat ourselves. Last time I dropped this and my heart literally stopped because you don't have money to buy another one. Yeah, so just buff that away. Yeah, so Mamma Mia is a pretty good love story about yeah, falling in love, I guess. Yeah. Next story we're going to talk about is Bride and Prejudice. I don't care. I love it. I don't like there's Pride and Prejudice and there's Bride and Prejudice. Bride and Prejudice, I guess, is the Bollywood movie, and I would take that anytime over the Pride and Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice is basically just girl falls in love with Mr. Darcy, all of books and stuff, whereas Bride and Prejudice is so uplifting, it's musical, it's dancey auntie. I think I can remember nearly every song in it. Me and my cousins used to watch it so many times, and it was just such a fun movie to watch. We tried to learn the dances as well, of course, and we just used to love the songs in it. Like Ashwarya Rai, I don't know if I said her name wrong, I'm sorry if I did, but she's so beautiful. She's a beautiful human being. She is absolutely beautiful. It actually turned out okay. I don't look too patchy, do I? Someone please tell me. But yeah, I love that movie so much. It's so uplifting, it's fun, it's love. It's about this Indian girl whose parents want them to get married. Some American or English guys. It's about falling in love with the wrong dude and then finding who you actually belong to. Johnny was basically, there's this other guy, Johnny, who's conflicting her feelings because she meets him on the beach. He's like this little hunk guy who basically plays her and her sister. And then they both found out, taken to the cinema because Johnny was gonna try and sleep with Baby because he sleep with her younger sister because he slept with Darcy's younger sister and got her pregnant, and they ran away. And then they go and find Lucky, who is Lalita's sister. They find them in a cinema, and then it all goes, "It was always you, Lalita," and then bang from Lucky, and then he says something else, and then bang from Lalita or something, I don't know. He got slapped in front of the entire cinema audience, and that's what these F-boys deserve. Okay, Right, I didn't feel right doing that. I didn't feel right. But yeah, that was Bride and Prejudice. It's just please go and watch it. If you do anything this Valentine's Day, could you just watch a fun movie? I mean, go no doubt go ahead and watch all the lovey-dovey stuff with your other half, but it is one of the most fun movies to watch. Right now I'm using my collection Fast Stroke Defining Lash Waterproof Mascara. I actually love all the eye makeup collection. Well, when I say eye makeup, I mean like the eyeliner, and this is actually pretty good, but it's so hard to get off. It is so hard to get off, guys. I have a micellar water that I use to take off my makeup. It's good for eye makeup, but once I put this on, I know I'm not gonna get it off easy. I'm having to like scrub my face. It's actually giving me a sore eye now, so please could you just lower the volume down, just lower the formula down, please. Okay, it's tearing my eyes out. So really good movie. Last movie I've got on my list actually is Teenage Dirtbag. With, I don't know if we've all heard it. I don't know who else has heard it, because I'm pretty sure when I say I've heard this, not everyone's gonna be. Oh, not everybody's gonna have heard it before. But there's a song called Teenage Dirtbag, yeah, which isn't actually for the movie Teenage Dirtbag. It is for the movie Loser. Now I found out the hard way because I typed it in thinking that was the name of the movie, but instead I got a pretty good movie out of it actually. Teenage Dirtbag, it is a poetic, sinister, not sinister, but a poetic tragedy. I'm trying to be like very poetic there. You understand what I mean? I'm trying to be mysterious. But it's a movie about English lit students basically. Poetic, not poetic, but what do you call it? Spoken poetry, spoken word poetry, and I absolutely love spoken word poetry. I need to find places in Southampton that do spoken word poetry so I could just sit down and have a good listen with a cup of wine and then click with everyone. That'd be amazing. I think that would be a good date night thing to do actually. Options, I'm giving you guys options here. Yeah, basically Teenage Dirtbag is about a troubled boy who falls for this girl in his class, but she already has a boyfriend, and troubled boy falls really deep in love with said girl, and she falls in love with him as well, but she doesn't want to admit it, and then she ends up at the end having a kid with someone else. They end up meeting each other, and he's still in love with her, and he comes from a troubled home, that kind of stuff. It's one that you can't really explain very well, but I'm doing my best here. You're just gonna have to watch it. So for my lips, I'm using the Revolution Private Members Club. It looks like a butt plug. It's a very nice lipstick, but it looks like that. But yeah, it's a good movie. It's one I can't explain properly unless you watch it. And it's gonna, cause I already got, I think I ruined it, cause I already put the my lip serum on to stop my lips from being as cracky as they usually are. I have gone and created a very weird thing over here. Yeah, so it's gonna have to work. But yeah, troubled boy falls in love with girl, or English major girl, and he professes his love. He confesses his love to her via poetry. If any of you are in love with me, write me a poem and send it to me. I'm gonna try and grade it. Yeah. So the last movie that actually isn't on my list, but I absolutely love it, is called Belle. I absolutely love Belle. Belle's a movie set in the olden days. of segregation, racism and stuff. Belle is a mixed race girl who is born into a rich family. Like, her dad absolutely loves her. Her dad also has to go on a mission across the waters. Yeah, and he dies on the way, unfortunately. And then Belle's aunt and uncle, her father's auntie and uncle, have to take them as their own, take her as their own. And obviously Belle has like a little cousin thing, her best friend, who becomes her best friend. And then it comes time where Belle has to get married because she needs to be wed, you know, because apparently at the age of 20 something you have to get married, but oh, you know what, that's how they like to do it. But yeah, so the cocky guys, one of them falls in love with her because she's so different, and then the evil brother of Sir Love-a-Lot basically looks down at her because of her color, that kind of thing. And there's this whole issue going on with how the there's another liberal one, yeah. So Love-a-Lot's brother is basically a prick, and says what was the exact line? One does not make a wife of the raw and exotic. One simply samples it on a cotton field. But if I told you that I wasn't angry when I heard that, I was like, it's just a movie. It's just a movie, okay? This is what it was like for people. This is how hard it was, and this is how things were, you know what? But it was just a movie. We've moved on from that. We've moved on from that. But yeah, it's a good romance movie because she falls in love with the vicar's son, I believe. And obviously she's in a higher position because her dad was like this sir of something. And she has to get married, and which means her fortune. She was earning £2,000 a year. Guys, that was so much money back in those days. Some of us are even struggling to earn £3,000 a month here. But yeah. So she falls in love with the vicar's son, who can't really give her much, and is said to lower her status, but she loves him, so she gets him at the end. Sir Love-a-Lot's brother, little Mr. Meanie, finds out that her sister, or her cousin's sister and thingamabob, doesn't own as much as she does, or doesn't have a penny to her name, because her father basically gave it all to his stepwife and his stepwife's kids. And I have a massive line on my forehead. Let's fix that. But yeah, or his stepwife did it. What's a stepwife? But his new wife's kids. And his new wife doesn't want her to have anything to do with his fortune. But yeah, so just shows that Belle falls in love with the vicar's son, and his whole liberal movement saying the slaves shouldn't have been chucked away because there was enough water supply and there was enough places to stop for water supply. Guys, you need to watch it. It's actually pretty good. I don't know if it's on Netflix, but there's a lot of things I wish were on Netflix and aren't on Netflix. But yeah, there's a lot of things I wish. Oh, Jesus. My head hurts. But this is my Valentine's Day look. Next video I've got after this, or that I've got to do after this, is going to be on a lookbook for Valentine's, featuring the clothes I have in my closet. Yeah, so this is what I've got for now. I don't know if I'll get used to doing videos for talking, because I know this video is going to be long already. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my other video. Yeah, like and subscribe, as people say. Bye.